Creativity is important, and here's why. I wrote this for this YouTube video specifically, but it's basically a journal entry, and it sums up pretty well why I think that creativity is important, not only to us, but for all of humanity, especially right now in the world we live in today. So without further ado, here's why creativity is important. Physicist and philosopher Peter Wang once said, "All of human reality around you is the result of the last few generations of humans agreeing to play certain kinds of games. A lot of those games no longer operate according to the rules that they used to." These games that Peter Wang is referring to are made from ideas, some for better, some for worse, but everything starts from an idea. Our ideas shape the world, but what shapes an idea? Where do ideas come from? We have many guesses as humans. Some say that it's a matter of neurons firing in the brain. Some say that there are no new ideas, just recycling of old ones. Others say that ideas are extraterrestrial and that we are antennas receiving signals from the beyond. Me personally, I do believe that it's more spiritual than physical, coming from a source that's greater than the individual. But regardless of whether or not you believe that ideas come from within, there's no doubt that our connection to this source is within. There's something inside of all of us that allows us to access this source, and that connection is creativity. And that is why creativity is important. Creativity is your relationship with what I feel is the most important power concerning our lives and our collective life on this planet, which is the source of ideas. The more we harness this creativity, the more we harness our ability to connect with this source. And this looks like different things for different people. It could be drawing a picture, designing clothes, writing a story, daydreaming, but it's within all of us. And I do believe that we are infinitely creative at our essence, and it wants to come out of all of us somehow, even in something as natural as having a preference in music. I don't think that there's people who are creative and people who aren't. Again, it comes down to the form that creativity takes on in each specific person and whether or not it's channeled or suppressed. And in the age of conveniency that we live in today, where it's easiest now more than ever to be a consumer than a creator, I believe that suppressing this creativity is one of the most dangerous things. When we don't allow ourselves to create, our spirit feels it and suffers. We become numb, slowly killed on a spiritual level by the day-to-day actions and motions. We become comfortably numb, Pink Floyd, in the world around us, which provides us everything that we need, or at least everything that we think we need. But what we actually need is to make space for our spirits to create and release its true natural impulse. Then, the games of the world can change, breathe, and live according to the games that our infinitely creative spirits want to play, not the games that our collective, numbed out bodies are settling for. So harness this connection, your creativity. Are you writing a book that you don't think is going to do much to the world? No, you're connecting with the most powerful source known to humanity, and you're creating a new story that can inspire others through the power of this source. Don't underestimate the power of your creative activity. Live life more creatively. Don't settle for the templates handed to you. Have a creative vision for your life and give this world something it hasn't seen before. Something that it needs. The world needs your creativity. I think that right now, in the world we live in today, it's easiest now more than ever to surrender that ability, to surrender that power and not have to use it. But the more we connect with this power, you're experimenting and you are coming up with new ways of looking at things in the world. And everything that we do as humans, as a collective race on this planet, is a result of the ideas that we have about the world, right? Our ideas shape the way that we see things. They shape the things that we believe and say, and they shape the very things that we do. And so the source of where these ideas are coming from, like I said, wherever you believe that comes from, whatever your truth of it is, that source is connected with us from somewhere within. We have some kind of internal connection with it. And the more that we dig into that source, the more we're tapping into the very root of what life is, of what we're experiencing on a day-to-day basis. And I think that humanity, specifically where we're at right now, we're at a stage in our evolution where we're coming into this dilemma between what I said earlier, the consumption and then the creating. the input and the output. It's easiest now, more than ever, to surrender that ability of creativity or coming up with new things. But everything that we invent as a human race is something that's creative. It is creativity. But when it's already created for us, and in this life, it's so easy to just take these templates that are handed to us and this mold that we were born into, it's not like we really have anything that's forcing us to use our creative energy to create. But it's the most important energy that we have. And so I think whatever creativity looks like for you, whatever that is, whatever resonates with you, if something is creative, then I think you should implement it into your life. I think you should look at your life as a way to be creative. You can live creatively. It doesn't have to be just a hobby. It's a mindset, having your own creative vision for life and not taking things just because it's easy or just because it has worked in the past. These games that we've been playing as a human race for generations doesn't mean that they're the best games out there. It doesn't mean that they're the games that are most aligned spiritually with us as individuals and as a collective. And so creativity is important. And I do believe that in the coming decades, we are going to see that dilemma more as a human race. That dilemma between consuming and creating, and what we decide to do with this vital life force energy, really, that is creativity, where we decide to place it, if we decide to channel it or to suppress it. But I think that the more that we channel it, the more we work on our own creativity, not only in the arts, but also extend into, again, our lives. If we have a creative vision for ourselves and for the world, the more we channel into that human creativity, the more that we're going to benefit from a world that looks like it's built by spiritually aligned people who are aligned with their own creativity, people who are aligned with their own essence of who they are, at least what I believe that we all are inside, which is infinitely creative. So give more attention to creativity in your life. Engage in something creative day to day overall in your life. And that's what this channel is really for. If you're new around here, this is a space for artists, for dreamers, for people who are creative. Right? That's who I'm speaking to, and hopefully people who can be inspired by this video to be more creative. And I've been gone for the past month or so working on my senior thesis film, which is going incredible. I can't wait to update you guys with that. I'm excited to continue to dream on with all of you. I know that we all have many, many, many dreams, many, many visions, many, many ideas. We got to pursue them. We got to live up to them. And I hope that this video spoke to you in some way. But thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos like these and to be a part of this lovely, creative, dreaming community. Go dream on. Go work on that creative project. Go work on that next draft. Record those vocals. Write that story. Post that reel. Do whatever it is that you're working on right now. It's not going to do it itself. You got to get a move on. So do it today. Do it right now. Schedule it in. Go work on those dreams. And thank you for watching again. I'll see you around. Peace out. Dream on.